Hello everyone, I am Krikular and in this video I am doing a review of the fourth match of the IPL between Punjab Kings and Gujarat Titans. So this match was played on the Maharaj Yadavendra Singh Stadium in New Chandigarh and it was a home game for Punjab Kings. So PBKS won the toss and they decided to field first and they restricted GT to just 162. Then, in the chase, Punjab looked like they were cruising until Prasidh Krishna, who came into the attack in the 13th over and who was the purple cap holder of the last season, took 3 wickets in his first 2 overs, which put Punjab Kings under a bit of pressure when they were at 118 for 6 in 14.4 overs, needing more 45 runs in 32 balls with only 4 wickets in hand. But Cooper Connolly, on his IPL debut, showed his class and composure as he helped Punjab chase down the target in the last over. So he played a match-winning knock of 72 not out, ensuring that the Punjab Kings walked out with the 2 points. He was rightly adjudged the player of the match as Punjab defeated Gujarat by 3 wickets. Now let's start with the playing 11. So for Punjab, we have Priyansh Arya, Prabhsimran Singh, Upar Connolly, Shreyas Iyer, Nihal Vadera, Shashank Singh, Marcus Stoinis, Marco Jansen, Xavier Bartlett, Vijay Kumar Vaishak, Harshdeep Singh, and Yuzvendra Chahal. Cooper Connolly made his IPL debut and they went with Xavier Bartlett instead of someone like Azmatullah Omarzai. And then in the second innings, Punjab brought in Priyansh Arya as the impact sub for Yuzvendra Chahal. So for GT, we have Sai Sudarshan, Shubman Gill, Josh Butler, Glenn Phillips, Washington Sundar, Shahrukh Khan, Rahul Tewatia, Rashid Khan, Kagiso Rabada, Ashok Sharma, Mohammad Siraj, and Prasidh Krishna. So Ashok Sharma made his IPL debut, and he's a fast bowler. And in domestic matches, he clocked speeds of around 150 kmph. So Prasidh Krishna was brought in as the impact player in the second innings, and he replaced Shah Rukh Khan. So now let's go through the first innings summary. So in the first innings, Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill opened innings for GT and they started very well. In the power play, they hit good boundaries in the first couple of overs and they were scoring very well. And they were in the first 3 overs, the score was 35 runs, which was a very good score. So for Punjab Kings, Arshdeep Singh and Xavier Bartlett took the new ball. But here I was a bit surprised that Marco Jansen didn't open the bowling because with Arshdeep, because he's a good new ball bowler and he takes a lot of wickets in the power play with the new ball. So that he was brought into the attack in the fourth over and he made his impact immediately by taking the wicket of Sai Sudarshan, who was caught by Shreyas Iyer. Then at one down, Josh Butler came to the crease and he didn't look in good touch. He was struggling in the middle as the ball was gripping on the wicket. He is currently not in good form. As we saw in the T20 World Cup, where he didn't manage to get a lot of runs and he struggled in the World Cup also. So Shubman Gill also looked very good, and in the first partnership with Sai Sudarshan, he played some good shots for 4 down the ground. But after the power play, he also struggled, scoring just 11 runs from 11 balls. Then Yuzvendra Chahal got his wicket with Gill trying to hit him for a six and getting caught out by Connolly on the boundary. And after Gill's wicket, Glenn Phillips joined Josh Butler in the middle. So in the middle overs, Punjab bowlers did a very good job, and they used their slower deliveries and the cutters and into the pitch deliveries very well, especially Vijay Kumar Vishak, who mixed up his pace very well, and even Chahal, he slowed the ball, tried to spin the ball, and got the batsman in trouble. So just when Glenn Phillips was looking to attack, Vijay Kumar Vishak got his wicket, and after that, in the next couple of overs, Yuzi Chahal got the wicket of Josh Butler, which kind of restricted the GT score to 162. If any one of them, Josh Butler or Glenn Phillips, would have batted till the end, they could have put a more score on the board. Then Washington Sundar, Shah Rukh Khan, Tewatia, and Rashid Khan, they couldn't finish the innings on a high as they collectively made just run a ball with the bat in the death overs, which was not a good finish for GT, looking how the way they started the innings. So for Punjab, Vijay Kumar Vaishak was the standout bowler, taking 3 wickets, and Chahal also took 2 wickets. So now let's go through the scorecard. Sai Sudarshan made 13 of 11, Shuman Gill 39 of 27 with a strike rate of 144, Josh Butler 38 of 33 with a just strike rate of 115. So Sai Sudarshan and Butler had a similar sort of strike rate. Glenn Phillips 25 of 17, Sundar 18 of 16, Shah Rukh Khan 4 of 6, Tewatia not out 11 from 10, and and Rashid Khan just a single ball for 0. So look at the bowling card. Arshdeep Singh 4 overs for 42, very expensive. Looking at how other bowlers bowled, Xavier Bartlett 4 overs 36, Marco Jansen 4 overs 20 for 1 wicket, Vijay Kumar Vaishak 4 overs 34 for 3 wickets, Yuzvendra Chahal 4 overs 28 runs for 2 wickets. Now let's go to the second innings. So the second innings started with the impacts of Priyansh Arya opening the innings with Prabh Simran. So Priyansh lost his wicket in the second over, and Connolly joined Prabh Simran in the middle. In the fourth over of the match, they smashed Rabada for 3 sixes, scoring 19 runs in that particular over. They had a solid partnership between them of 76 runs, and they kept the run rate around 9, which was very good as they were just chasing 163. So both of them, played some excellent shots, hitting 4 sixes by Prabh Simran and 5 sixes by Connolly. There was also some light rain during the chase, and the DLS score was being shown on the scoreboard. So Punjab Kings were uh, very much ahead of the DLS score as they were scoring at a very good rate. Then in the 10th over, Prabh Simran lost his wicket to Rashid Khan, and captain Shreyas Iyer came in the middle. He, he was welcomed with a sharp bouncer at his head from Ashok Sharma, which he managed to hit for 6 over the final leg. So the next ball again, Ashok Sharma uh, bowled one more short ball, which he again hit for 6. So he also, Shreyas Iyer had a good partnership with Connolly, and Punjab Kings were looking very good in the chase as they were 110 runs in the 12 overs. So then in the 13th over, Prasidh Krishna came into the attack and took the wicket of Shreyas Iyer, who was caught by Washington Sundar. And in the next over, Nihal Badera lost his wicket to Washington Sundar. So they kind of lost back-to-back wickets in the 2 overs. So then Prasidh Krishna, continuing his spell, the next over took the wickets of Shashank Singh and Marcus Stoinis in the same over and brought back GT into the game as Punjab needed more 45 runs in 32 balls with only 4 wickets in hand. So Cooper Connolly was still the key and he was still in the middle along with Marco Jansen, and they kind of had to take Punjab over the line. In the next over bowled by Kagiso Rabada, Cooper hit a 4 and a 6, bringing the equation down to 30 runs from the 4 overs. So 30 runs from 24 balls, and this match was very tight at this stage, and it could have gone in any direction because it was kind of very close because Punjab didn't have um, more batters left as they were 6 down, and 1 or 2 wickets could have mm, closed the game out for them. Then in the next over, Prasidh Krishna, continuing his spell, was bowling to Marco Jansen, and first ball, Jansen hit an important 6, bringing in that over, and at the end of the over, the equation came down to 21 needed in 18 balls. So here, when 3 overs were left, PBKS looked on top, but GT was still 1 wicket away, and that if that was of Cooper Connolly, then it would have been game over for Punjab. Then Ashok Sharma bowled the 18th over and he bowled a brilliant over, giving just 5 runs and taking the wicket of Jensen, with PBKS needing 16 in 2 overs. In the 19th over, the most important over in any chase, and it was being bowled by Prasidh Krishna, who had brought back GT into the game. But Bartlett, he kept his cool and he hit the first ball for a 6, and the third ball Cooper Connolly hit a 4, and they almost sealed the deal for PBKS as they needed only 2 runs in the last over. So Washington was given the last over and Cooper Connolly hit the first ball for 4, winning the match for Punjab. So let's go through the second innings scoreboard. So as you can see, Priyansh Arya 7 runs from 8 balls, Prabh Simran 37 of 24, Cooper Connolly 72 of 44 not out, Shreyas Iyer 18 from 11, Vadera 3 from 6, Shashank 4 from 5, Stoinis 0 from 2, Jansen 9 from 10, Bartlett important 11 from 5 not out. Then in the bowling, Mohammad Siraj 2 overs 15 runs, Rabada 3 overs 34 runs, very expensive. Ashok Sharma 3 overs 31 runs for 1 wicket. Rabada also picked up a wicket. Then Rashid Khan 4 overs 29 runs, 1 wicket. Washington Sundar 3.1 overs 27 runs, 1 wicket. And Prasidh Krishna 4 overs 29 runs, 3 wickets. Extras were only 4, and PBKS scored 165 in 19.1 over. Now let's look at the fall of wickets. So for Punjab, they lost the wicket of Priyansh Arya in the second over at 7, and Prabh Simran got out in the 10th over at 83. Shreyas Iyer got out in 13th over, and here they lost a very quick wickets. Then at 113, Nihal Vadera, Shashank Singh at 118, Marcus Stoinis again at 118, and then at the end, Marco Jansen lost his wicket at 144 for 7 in the 18th over. For GT, Sudarshan lost his wicket at 4th over at 37, Shubman Gill at 83 in the 10th over, then Glenn Phillips at 119, Butler at 129 in 16th over, Washington Sundar at 144 in 19th over, and Shah Rukh Khan at 150 in the 19th over. Now let's look at the top partnerships for both of the teams. So for Punjab, in the Punjab's innings, the second wicket partnership of 76 was the top for them, with Prabh Simran scoring 37 and Connolly scoring 38. So both of them contributed equally in the partnership. And the next highest was 27 of 16 between Shreyas Iyer and Cooper Connolly. And in the middle, they didn't form any partnership. And then directly at the end, the last two wicket partnerships with Marco Jansen and Cooper Connolly of 26 and Bartlett and Cooper Connolly of 20, unbeaten partnership of 21, which finished the game. For GT, the top three partnerships were their best. Josh Butler and Shubman Gill of 46, Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan of 37, and Josh Butler and Phillips of 36. Those were their top partnerships, and in the middle, in the end, they didn't form any major partnerships. So now let's look at the graphs. So we'll see the worm. So if you see the worm look very close for both the teams, and they kind of moved in the same direction, both of them. And some couple of places where one team were on top, like in the start, GT were on top, whereas Punjab were down, but they met at the fourth over. They met. Then again, Punjab Kings were on top in the chase. GT in that same phase went down. Then again, GT came on top, and Punjab Kings went down. So this was a very close game, as you can see on the worm itself. And then at the end, Punjab Kings winning the match. Last few overs, they scored good runs. If you look at the run rate graph, so here also same, as you can see, in the initial 2-3 overs, Gujarat had a strong start and they finished on 37 in 4 overs. But even Punjab also, their start was not that strong, but they also finished at 37 in 4 overs. So from this, you can see how close both the teams were, and even the run rate graph also is very kind of similar. It started at the same point and then kind of came down very little to around 8.5 kind of run rate. And then let's look at the Manhattan. And here you can clearly see why that opening run rate difference was. As you can see, GT scores in the first 3 overs are very high of 9 runs, 14 and 12, whereas for Punjab Kings it was 7, 3 and 8. But then both of them came at equal because Punjab Kings had a 19 run over, whereas GT had a 2 run over. So this kind of over brought them at the same position, 37 for 1 and 37 for 1 in the fourth over. Then in the next overs, as you can see, the scoring rate of the Punjab kind of Manhattan, they scored more runs than the Gujarat. You can see many of their fieldings are top, and they outscored the Gujarat team. But here, as you can see, these 3 overs where Prasidh Krishna, came into the attack, they scored very little runs, 3, 5, and then again 3. So in 3 overs, they scored only 11 runs and lost 4 wickets, which brought back the game towards Gujarat. Whereas Gujarat scored good runs in those 3 overs, but Then they had a good over of 12 and in a good 19th over with 14 runs in which they finished the game. So uh, overall, if you see the game, I think it was a uh, good game on both the sides, and GT fought back really well into the game to take the game so deep. Because at one point, PBKS looked like they were going to finish the game in the 16th, 17th, 18th over. So from a strong position in the chase, Punjab went to almost losing the game in when Prasidh Krishna took those wickets, and then from there they again came back into the game and finally won the game from that losing position. In couple of seasons back, Punjab were losing such games where they were in a winning position. They losing the games, and I think this game, they won from very um, tough position. So I think winning such games, helps the team a lot, and the players get a lot of confidence in such a close games if you finish on top. And for GT, I think they uh, could have scored a little more runs. They didn't go hard in the middle as they had wickets in the hand with Rashid Khan getting only single delivery, Rahul Tewatia. They have good finishers in the end, but they didn't go uh, more attacking in the start because they have their kind of game plan like a top three to the bulk of the scoring. But no, if any one of them or if they fail, no, then they are kind of struggling with their batting. So I think they have to kind of change the tactic a little bit. You cannot always depend on the top three. Yes, if the top three they perform very well, then they look like a very strong team with a good bowling attack. So yeah, for I think for this game they could have brought Prasidh a little earlier. He brought them back into the game when he was brought into the attack in the 13th over. But he could have been brought a little earlier, as it was not like if that GT bowlers were doing very well. It was not like they were taking wickets and you could keep a bowler for the death overs, as the other bowlers were taking wickets. It was not the case like that. They had only taken 2 wickets for 110 runs and they were chasing only 162. So yeah, if other bowlers had did a good job, then you could have kept himself for the death role in the back end. But since they didn't manage to pick early wickets, they could have or they should have used him earlier, maybe just 1 over to see how he is bowling. But uh, he said that overall it was a good performance by both the teams, and none of the teams, they didn't look like they were not in the game. Both the teams looked very settled and very strong, and both of them looked like winning the game at one point. And there was a little rain in the second innings, which might have made the ground and the ball a little bit of wet, but overall it was a good close game and a good fight from. So now let's look at the points table. So here, as you can see, Punjab Kings are in the fourth position with 2 points and 0.5 run rate, and Gujarat are the seventh position with 0 points and minus 0.5 rather run rate. If you see the graph and you see GT, they are still on 0, and Punjab Kings are on the 2 points. If you look at a position graph, you will see Punjab Kings have started on the fourth position and other teams are have kept their position which they had before this match. Punjab Kings have entered at fourth position, and GT have entered at the seventh position. So this is the chart, and so that's it in this video. And let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.